welcome to Series 3 of Playing Over Changes, Part 2. In the last episode we looked at playing from E to C sharp minor and introduced the idea of a passing tone from one to the other to articulate that change. Now, as I said at the end of the last segment, there's a lot of places you can play E and there's a lot of places you can play C sharp minor, but I want to make sure that you get the chance to investigate stuff. But as a broad hint, what have we got here? About that. The next change we have is from C sharp minor to C. Now, if you think about the fact one's got C sharp in the name and one's got C, well, they're going to be next door to each other, aren't they? So that's, again, very, very useful to us because it's relatively easy to see where those notes will go and, if you like, see how they're going to sound. So let's suppose I took the top half of my C sharp minor, and I'm principally thinking about chord shapes here rather than scales. Now if I'm in C sharp minor, doesn't sound very good. But if I've got that change behind it, it comes to life. Okay, now if I know this works, then I can play or there's so many different ways you could use just that one idea, but there are plenty more. Okay, let's suppose I went the other way. Okay. And then I can follow that up. Again, pentatonics are always very useful for this sort of thing. I'm playing a C. Okay. See what I mean? Okay. We don't just want to say, oh, I'm being really clever here and I'm going to use the arpeggio, the chord, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm far too posh to play pentatonics. Well, pentatonics are great. They just get played a lot, that's all. So, you know, when you can get away from them for a little bit, it reinvigorates that sound. So that's C sharp minor to C. Now, as with the last video, it's very, very important just to get the hang of doing that. C sharp minor to C. Now, again, there are other places you can play C sharp minor and other places you can play C. So that's really where the investigation starts. And that's the way I like to look at it. I love the idea of sitting down and investigating a tune. What can I do with that tune? And how is it going to challenge me as a player? I personally have a very low boredom threshold. So I tend to be one of those people that, you know, if something's too easy, I think I'm not really interested in that anymore. I want to be pushing myself the whole time playing. It doesn't matter how many years I play for. I hope the last thing I play will be, you know, as inventive as some of the first few things I play. I'm certainly just as keen to sit down at a guitar now as I was 50 years ago. So, and I think part of that is not being afraid to experiment, but not killing yourself that you played something great when you've played something which is probably not very nice. So, okay. C sharp minor to C. That's it for this particular video. We'll be back in the next segment where we're talking about our next change. Thanks very much for watching and please press the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye for now.